The question is, folks, why are these folks lying so tough? Now they're busted in criminal activity, which, if you ask me, people need to be locked up. Okay? First, they told you in Georgia that a pipe burst, okay, which we know is a lie now, clearly is a lie. And they're on video counting ballots. And we got, this is the worst thing ever for these folks. I'm going to play a video for you where they actually come out and talk about crooks getting caught, okay, on camera. But they're actually telling you that there was a pipe that burst and then they sent people home. But what they didn't realize is that the cameras was recording them while they were counting ballots, and they sent people home and pulled these ballots out from underneath tables. Okay? This is the Gateway Pundit. This is viral news right now. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to show you this video where they claim it was a pipe bust. All right, folks, are you ready? Are you ready for the lie to be busted? Check this out.
Has a history of voting issues, and despite careful preparations tonight, another one causing a long delay for people processing thousands of absentee ballots. Joe Hankey is at State Farm Arena. Joe, of all the times for a plumbing issue.
That is right, Cheryl. Early this morning, we were told was a water main.
Notice the carpet in the background versus what I'm getting ready to show you. And mainstream media, main scumbag media, CNN, MSNBC, all of them, the Rockefeller News organizations are not reporting this. I wonder why. Have you seen the Project Veritas?
Welcome back to CBS This Morning and our continuing coverage of the 2020 election. The presidential race sits, as you know, on a knife edge, with President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden winning their familiar base territory. Now, 9 states are too close for CBS News to project a winner at this time, and the president won 7 of those back in 2016. One of them is Georgia, where Mr. Trump has a narrow lead. This morning, Mark Strausman is in Atlanta, where tens of thousands of ballots are still being counted. Mark, good morning to you. What's the latest there?
Good morning to you, Gail. The latest is this. The state's 16 electoral college votes are still up in the air, up for grabs, because this race is too close to call. The last time Georgia voted for a Democrat for president was 1992, Bill Clinton. But the state's demographics are changing. The suburbs are younger and more diverse. Our early exit polling indicates that Biden is overwhelmingly winning Georgia's black vote, but President Trump is overwhelmingly winning Georgia's white vote. According to our exit polls, 22% of voters in Georgia say racial inequality mattered most to them in deciding how to vote for president. 37% of voters said it was the economy. 13% said it was the coronavirus pandemic. The votes are still being counted, and contributing to the delay is a huge surplus of absentee ballots due to the pandemic. Here in Fulton County, where we are in Atlanta, a water pipe burst at the State Farm Arena yesterday, delaying results at one of the largest processing centers in the county. Fortunately,
let's pause that.
Issues, and despite careful preparations tonight, another one causing a long delay for people processing thousands of absentee ballots. Joe Hankey is at State Farm Arena. Joe, of all the times for a plumbing issue.
That is right, Cheryl. Early this morning, we were told was a water main break above the room I'm standing in here at State Farm Arena. And right now they are counting the absentee ballots. But earlier today, because of that water main break, they lost about 2 hours of work on the absentee ballot processing. So they are trying to make up that time now. They currently are getting through the absentee ballots. All the ballots being processed behind me are the ballots that were received today by the 7 p.m. Fulton County deadline, or state deadline, for absentee ballots to be received by the counties. They currently don't have an estimate of when the absentee ballot counting will be done here in Fulton County, but as of 7:30, they still had 30,000 ballots, according to the county, to process. We're told, of course, they're going to go through every single one of those ballots, and once they are done counting them, then the absentee process will be complete. But the good news is no ballots or election-related machine were damaged by that water main break early this morning. Around Fulton County, 99% of the precincts, it was smooth sailing, very few delays, short lines around the county. So that is the good news. And now they're on to the counting process, just a little delayed here in Fulton County tonight. Cheryl?
Okay, pause that garbage. Let's get to the real. Let's show you why.
Once everyone is gone, according to the witnesses, the Republican observers, there is a lady who has blonde braids who comes out to announce we're going to stop counting. Everyone go home. And in fact, we see that. What happens is everyone clears out. So
when they told them to go home, that's supposedly when the pipe burst. But they still kept counting without anybody watching their count. This is a criminal organization at its finest. This is the reason why Biden said we have the most extensive voter fraud program in the history of this country that started with Obama.
What you're going to see, look at the ladies in yellow. You'll see that they will begin just sitting still, doing nothing, ostensibly not working, because after all, they said they're going to stop counting. They will wait until the witnesses over there in that roped off area, the press and the observers, leave the room. Then you'll see them move into action and begin scanning ballots. Once everyone is gone, coast is clear, they are going to pull ballots out from underneath a table. There you go. So now they're going to start pulling these ballots out from under this table. This table, the black one, was placed there by the lady with the blonde braids. Okay, so 821. You'll notice the table's not there at all. Here it comes. There's the table going in that we're talking about where the ballots were obscured. That lady who's moving it is the lady with the blonde braids. She's dressed differently in the morning, so it took us a while to figure out that's the same person that you see at night with the blue apron on who's yelling for everyone to leave and who stays behind to help tabulate ballots after they've all left. Yeah, I saw 4 suitcases come out from underneath the table. So he just pulled one out. So what are these ballots doing there, separate from all the other ballots? And why are they only counting them whenever the place is cleared out with no witnesses? These machines can process about 3,000 ballots an hour. You have multiple machines there, and they're there for 2 hours. So you do the math. We believe that could easily be, and probably is certainly, beyond the margin of victory in this race. Because if it's only 3 scanners working for 2 hours, right, that's 18,000 ballots that went through. And so if we were to sit here for the next 2 hours, what we would see is that this operation just goes on and on and on.
Wow. Well, you're busted as far as I'm concerned. Let me show you something.
Secondly, we're in a situation where we have put together, and you guys did it for our administration, the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Thank you for the idea. Brilliantly thought.
Secondly, we're in a situation where we have put together.
Look at the number. Go to Revelation 13 and 18, and the scripture will tell you the number of man and the beast is 666. He stands in front of a podium that says we're in a battle for the soul of the nation. They could have gave this joker, this white, wrinkled up R.Kelly, been accused for pedophilia for years, pedophilia, with grown women and little kids. 30,330 times 6 is, times 2 is 666. 2020 divided by 30,330 is still 666. And you folks, you carnal Christians out here, you out here, this is clear fraud, criminal organization at its finest, okay? At its finest, going on right in front of everybody. But main scum bag media is not reporting on this. You guys don't have any idea that they have been having elections, Senate hearings all over the country. This is how this information came out. Came out in Georgia. They had one here in Michigan, in Lansing. They had one in Arizona. They had one in Pennsylvania. They had one in, okay, so all of this is going on, but main scumbag media is not reporting on it. This is why they're not reporting on it. Because they know the fix is in. So before December 14th, before the Electoral College has to have its votes in, and they go to Washington to elect the president, because old wrinkled up Joe R.Kelly is not Biden, is not the president. He is not the elect. This stuff is real, folks. And it's criminal. That's all I got to say. Deuces.